Okay. Hey guys, James Wilson Taylor here for Roxanne. We are backstage at Download Festival 2024, Sum 41 on the lineup, and Derek joins me now. How you doing, man?
I'm good.
Good to see you. Yeah, just touched down at Download back in the UK. This has got to be an exciting one. I know, obviously, final tour and all that, but Download's such a special place. I know you know just from growing up what a special place Donington is in general, like with the history
absolutely.
here. Got to be a fun one to tick this one off on the final tour.
Yeah, right as we were pulling up about 20 minutes ago, I texted my manager back in the U.S. and I was like, I'm hitting sacred ground right now. Just arrived at Donington. So that's how much it means to us.
Oh, of course. No, it's so good. I mean, I'll tell you, the crowd is so excited already. It's been talk of the weekend because obviously we do know it's the final tour and your final appearance here. People getting excited, man. Like, what can you tell us about what you've been preparing for, I guess, these festival sets as part of the final run? Does that change at all compared to the headline?
Yeah, it does change a bit from the headline. Because, I mean, there's so many people here, right? And there's so many people for other reasons, not just you. So you really want to play songs that you feel like most people are going to know, right? You're not going to go into the super deep cuts from like album 4.
Sure. Yeah. Keeping the crowd pleasers going. Yeah. That's what we like to hear. Well, I mean, speaking to that, congrats again on the album, man, because you must be delighted by those reactions. You know, as we've talked about before, ambitious project, you know, a lot going on with it. You absolutely pulled it off. Now that it's, I guess, a little bit in the rear view, now it's out in the world. How are you reflecting on that and I guess the general reaction that you've had to this double album?
We were really surprised by the reaction because you never really know what's going to happen. You know, you can control your efforts, but you can't control the outcome, right? So we put everything we had into the record and you put it out and hope for the best, but it's come back. It feels like the first record. It feels like all killer. Like the reaction has been great. Whenever we play new songs live, it goes over crazy. Like it's just been a big surprise.
Yeah. Which of the new songs are actually particularly kicking off live? I guess the singles, obviously, but like...
Yeah. So really, we've been playing Landmines. Dopamine is surprisingly really big for us. We play a song called Rise Up, and then Waiting on a Twist of Fate. And we're probably, as time goes on, introduce more. I mean, the record really only just came out, maybe 8 weeks ago. I don't know, 9 weeks
something
ago.
like that.
So it still feels kind of new. We're letting it kind of get out there before we start throwing in a bunch more songs.
Yeah, I'm glad you mentioned Dopamine as well, because that has been such a standout in terms of the reactions to it, which is really, really interesting. You never, like you say, you never quite know which ones are going to be really grasped by others. But tell me a little bit about writing that one specifically.
You know, that one I wrote with a friend of mine, and you know, he had like this initial small idea. He sent it to me. This is when we were in the pandemic and no one could get together yet. And we weren't even thinking this may be a Sum 41 song. We were just talking about writing some songs for other people.
Right, sure.
And I had this idea, or he sent me this little idea, and then I expanded on it, and the song came together really quickly. And it was one of those ones where once it was done, I was like, you know what, I want to keep this one.
Yeah. I feel like that was a continuing theme with
a
lot of those songs, wasn't it?
Yeah,
it was like,
every single song.
These are too good. I'm keeping those.
We didn't give one song away.
I love that. That's a nice issue to have, though. It's like, yeah, these are too good. I'm going to keep these over here. It's very cool. And I wanted to mention a little moment, obviously got picked up on the news the other day. Popping up at that Avril Lavigne show. I mean, she's killing it at the minute. Like that Greatest Hits tour, such a great concept. But what a lovely moment. I feel like that was just a really nice surprise, and getting to do that song together must have just been like, just fun, right?
It was fun. Yeah, it was fun. It was a last second kind of thing. You know, she asked me the night before, and I was like, yeah, sure, why not? And I wasn't sure, to be honest, like how it was going to go over. I didn't know what her fans, if they would even know the song. You know, I just had no idea. But it went over great.
Oh yeah. I think there's definitely a Venn diagram of those fans. Come on, it's all that pop punk of that era. Come on, it's going to make sense.
I guess I just have that, you know, that inherent pessimism of just like, does anyone know this song? I don't know.
We all like a surprise. It's a pleasant surprise to see you pop up there. One more question before I let you go get ready for this massive show. It's something we've been asking absolutely everybody this weekend, because huge lineup here at Download, as you know. So many friends of yours out there, loads of bands you admire, I'm sure. Anyone you have never toured with, never worked with before, that you always thought, oh, it would be great to do something with those guys? Anyone you'd love to play a show with one day or anything like that?
Well, Iron Maiden's not here, though.
Iron Maiden's not here this time. That's true. I mean, they basically made this ground in many ways, but that's true. Yeah. Anyone else there, though?
Not necessarily. I mean, because we have played with pretty much everybody at some point, somehow, you know, festivals, and we've all been doing this for a long time, that we've all crossed paths quite a bit, and we're friends with most people. So
it's true. No, it's a big friends fest this weekend, actually. It's really nice to see everyone get back together. One very, very quick final thing. I know you won't be allowed to tell me this too much yet, I'm sure, but I'm sure we're getting a return to the UK after this, right? Come on, please tell me we're getting some final Sum 41 shows. You don't have to tell me when.
How about I just say you're right? I'm not allowed to say anything.
That'll do. That says enough in that way.
That
says it all right there. Derek, always a pleasure. Have a great show today, man. We'll catch up soon, I'm sure. All right?
Okay, cool.
Good to see you, man. Derek Whibley, everybody.